Dot was first, then Annie. By the time the demon threw Hester up, she felt the toll it had taken on them both. His heaving breath sucked at her lungs, his weakened muscles acted her own. She didn't know where she began and her demon ended. All she knew was between the torture to get this island and now her soul pushed to its limits, she would willingly sacrifice a few years of age to crawl into one of these caves and take a nap. Dot and Annabelle were farther down the tunnel, staring upwards. Annabelle blinked. From the outside, I didn't expect it to be so pretty, said Dot. The cave walls were like an aurora borealis frozen in time, a bloom of 1,000 neon glows coated in a glittery sheen. Even Hester found herself hypnotized by the storm of colors, instinctively reaching a hand for the glitter. Loud squeeze stopped her. She looked at Annabelle's west, eyes screwing up ahead. They shook their heads. Hester lowered her hand. Quickly, the witches tracked the west through the bending caves, turning off at new forks every few paces, like an impossible maze. And yet, somehow the west knew their way, even with the colors changing at every turn. Atomic orange, alien green, sizzling yellow, as if they were burrowing into the deepest parts of a rainbow. Soon, they reached a new fork in the path, and for a moment, the two worlds diverged before they glanced at each other and began glittering intensely. It is saying Marlene is the other way, Annabelle muttered. The words persisted, arguing, neither giving in. Take Dot and go right, said Hester. I'll go left. And leave you on your own? Annabelle asked, wary. Have your wets, don't I? Said Hester. She patted her demon. And him. Annabelle frowned at the shivered tattoo on Hester's neck, clearly in no shape to protect anyone, but Hester was already splitting off, following her words. She kept her head down, the tunnel dimming as she went, the colors muting from fluorescing pastels to steel blues, amber blondes, foggy grays. She could only see a few yards ahead now. Then Hester noticed a roach skittering overhead, lit by the glow of the ceiling. Suddenly, glitter from the ceiling dusted its body, magically shrinking the roach into a young lava, oozing along. Before glitter of another color coated it and aged it back to a mature insect. Onward the roach prowled, old then young, young then old, intent on its destination. Agatha had been a roach like this once, Hester remembered, trying to help Sophie find love. Little did Agatha know Sophie would be the real bug in her story. It was Sophie who had kissed Ryan. Sophie who had forced the lion a friend instead of a foe. Sophie who had confused good with evil. Fitting, wasn't it, that some mixed up had been seeded of all these thrones? For it had been a mix-up that had brought Sophie and Agatha to this world in the first place. Two girls dropped into the wrong schools. Meanwhile, Hester made sure not to touch anyone's. A rhythmic snuffle echoed from up ahead. Fifth, fifth, fifth. Hester's muscle clamped. "Marlene!" she called out. Annie's sweat was cuttling faster now into a dark part of the passage where the colors faded away. Hester couldn't see anything, not the wet, not the walls, not even her feet. She lit her finger, casting wet glow as a dead end ahead, a silent wall lacquered with glittery sheen. The snuffling grew louder. Fifth, fifth, fifth. "Marlene!" Hester tried again. The closer she got the dead-end wall, the more she saw shimmer slipping off before magically replenishing, the glitter cascading to the stone floor of the cave. Then she saw it. Pressed against the wall, buried in glitter. A purple cape swaddled around a lump, the snuffling emanating from beneath. Hester welled the tears of relief. "Marlene, it's me!" she gasped, rushing towards his cape. She knew better than to touch the glitter on it. Using her finger glue, she magically swept the velvet away, flinging the glitter against the wall and revealing the wizard's body beneath. Hester gasped. She fell backwards in shock, her demon letting out the screams Hester couldn't get out of her own throat. No, 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 no. She turned to run, to find her friends, to find help. "Hester!" a voice cried behind her. "Hester, come quick!" She turned to see Annabelle sprinting towards her. It was only when the witches saw each other's faces that they both stopped cold. Because whatever horror each had found in their cave, it seemed the other had found something worse. By the time they made it to Bloodbrook, it was nightfall. The inn was pitch dark, save a tiny flicker of light in a window on the top floor. They were prepared to stone the innkeeper, but the innkeeper crew on duty was fast asleep, slumped over her guest book, a single name printed on an otherwise blank page. A gulf of woodly blink. A sign next to the register warned, "Do not disturb the haunts." They tiptoed past the troll. Which one? 2 of 3.